Hey guys, nothingwire.com, and the Xiaomi Mi3 has become quite a popular phone world over, but here in India it has crossed all limits of insanity, specifically the availability and the way the radical marketing is taking place here in India by Flipkart. Now this guy, the Mi3, is available exclusively on Flipkart, and they're selling them in short batches, and this guy is going it's like sailing off. It's like under a few seconds. Like the last time it happened, it was sold out in 2 seconds. So this guy becoming quite a race, the Mi3. And if you're one of those lucky ones to grab hold of one of these at the beautiful Mi3, then I'm gonna give you some cool hidden features and tips that will help you utilize this phone to its maximum capacity. Now note that I gathered all this information and tips from around the net and from my own experience of using this phone over this month, and I don't take any responsibility for any fuck up that you do with your own device. I'll show you how it's done on my device. It might not work on your device because the devices in all markets and are in all geographies are different, and even each phone might be configurably slightly different than the other. So once we settle that, let's get started. So most of these hidden features and tips and tricks that I'm gonna show you, are buried within, and many of you might already be knowing it. So for those who do not know, it will essentially help you. One more thing is that most of these features are actually software related. So that's attributed to the MIUI version 5, which is a brilliant operating system based on Android, and there are very hardware tweaks that you can do to a phone anyway, apart from flashing ROM and some of the other things. So we'll start with two cool hardware tricks on the Mi3, and we might come back to the hardware tricks, but then mostly this would be about the tips and tricks and hidden features of the user interface here. Now the first hardware trick I'm going to show you is how to enter the recovery mode if you want to flash your custom ROMs on this Mi3, which is very easy, and we strongly recommend you use the official Mi custom ROMs. Now to enter the recovery mode, just press the power button plus the volume up button here and wait till the Mi sign flashes here. It's pretty usual actually, yeah, but it's kind of different for different phones. So for Mi3 it's this. So you'll have to wait for some time. There you see. So we are in the recovery mode, and you can see Mi recovery 2.0.1. Now the touch won't work here because touch can actually start working after the OS loads. So you'll have to use your volume key here, and then becomes English. Choose it. Then now you can do reboot, you wipe and reset, and you can also install any custom ROM in zip format. And so that's about how you enter recovery mode. And I'm not going to show you how to flash a custom ROM because that's pretty usual, and that's very extensively described step by step on the official Mi ROM page. So you can go ahead and you can download the official Mi ROMs from there, and as well you'll have detailed instructions on how to install those. The number 2 hardware feature is a code that you can dial on the dialer to test your phone basically. So the code is this, remember, star hash star hash 64663 hash star hash star. There you see. So you get this test menu, so it can test your device extensively. Now we'll start from 1. Let's say you do a check version info. There you can see all the versions and everything. Now you would see whether they are correct, and all you see pass or fail. So once you do pass, it will move on to the next test. You can see SIM card ready. You see the SIM card is showing the network out here. So I would say pass, and then short or long vibration. So the moment you say short vibration, it's going to vibrate slightly. Yeah, here it's going to vibrate more. So I mean, you'll feel it when you're holding it in hand, of course, and then you'd say pass. You're gonna do main microphone to receive a feedback test. It will give you the instruction like hold the phone as you're making a call, speak to the main microphone, and so you hold it against your ear like you normally call and speak something, and just after about a second you'll hear the sound. If you do, then it's a pass. Yeah. Simulation call test, and then you have some other back microphone to speak the feedback test. So let's go back, and you could almost hear my sound there. So play mp3 stored on SD card, for example. There is no file, but otherwise I could do that. So proximity sensor, you can calibrate it, proximity sensor. So there are a lot of system stuff here. You can check your display, you can check your battery, the music playback capability, volumes, and a lot of other things. And it's really good for the developers in particular, and for those who want to make sure the device is all right after you bought it. Tip number 3 looks pretty obvious when you actually do it, but I didn't know it till very recently. So on the unlock screen on MIUI version 5, typically you get this 4 options: unlock, messaging, call log, and camera. But did you know that that's double tapping this would turn this to a music menu? You see, now you can operate the music on your lock screen as well. Quick tip: double tap again to come back to the earlier home screen, or earlier unlock screen rather. Long pressing the back key mostly does not do much in almost all of the phones. There are configurations, but we haven't seen much. However, you can configure the long press on the back key to do multiple things on the Mi3. One of those is activating the camera straight away. So you see, I'm long pressing it and it's gonna activate the camera. Now to do that, you actually need to go to the settings, and you need to go to buttons, and then you do a long press back to take photo. Yeah. Of course, you know that long pressing on the menu key will actually bring out the recent app menu, and you can close all that just by tapping this one button and free some RAM. Now, do you know that you can actually lock or whitelist some of these apps so that the app killer does not kill it? So let's say I want to lock the camera. I do not want my app killer to kill it anytime. To do that, I simply drag it down. You see locks, this small lock icon, I leave it, and now you can see the lock icon appears on top of the camera icon. Now that's the white base, so I don't know if you can see that. So let's go and do this on the dialer, and now you can see the lock icon here. So once you do that, you can again drag it down to release it. Once you do that, you would see that it won't kill the camera app. Now once you go there, see the camera app is still there. Drag it again here, now do it, it will kill the camera app. So another hardware tip, and kind of a hidden feature, mainly because that feature is not on this phone at all. It's via an app that you need to sideload. A lot of you might be wary about whether your phone is fake or not, particularly if you're not buying it from an official source. Now Xiaomi give you an official app to actually check whether your phone is fake or not. It's called anti-fake app, roughly. If you go there, you can see that anti-fake. You can download this from the official site. I might give the link on the screen somewhere on the description. I might forget to give. If I forget to give, then, and if you don't find it, please ask me in the comment, and I'll try to give it. So you go ahead and you download the APK, you install it, and you would see something like this. Now the fun part is that it's all Chinese. There is no English, but then just follow my instruction and what I do here, and you'd be just fine. Now on the following screen, you might be very tempted to press this button, but do not press this button. Actually, to test it, press this small button and then press this. Now I've already tested it. It already told me it's a genuine. Of course, it's a review device, it has to be genuine, comes from the official source, and this green part and all actually tells you that. But I'm just gonna do the test again. So this button actually says test again. So if you haven't already done the test, when you initially press the button on the pop-up window, it would straight away come to this menu. Now it's testing the phone whether it's genuine, various parameters. I think this is the circuitry and then some other stuff. So just wait till it finishes. La, 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 la. And it tells you in bright green color that this is genuine. Now you can share those results via all this. You can also see a detailed configuration of your phone from here. So you can see Mi3W, you have your serial numbers, 2GB, 13GB, 12.8, quad core RM7, and this and that, this and that. You can do again and again and again. And if it's not genuine, that I haven't found a non-genuine Mi phone basically, but I'm guessing that if your phone is a fake phone and if it's not genuine, then you won't get that green patch. You would mostly get the red patch and something like showing you that this phone is not genuine. Oh, and did you know that you can batch uninstall apps from the MIUI version 5? That's very convenient if you have a lot of unused apps. For example, we tested all these games and all these other downloaded apps, and we want to do with those all together. Now we do not need to go to each app and then uninstall one, come back again. So there's a quick way to do that on this Mi3. First, pins in to go to the edit mode. Now just tap. This can come here, tap another, another. For example, I want to uninstall all of this together. Now again pins in, and they would they'll see club together. Now you can hold them and you can drag them towards your bin, and it'll tell you uninstall Asphalt 8 and 5 others. You cannot exactly see it, but that's what it says. So once you press uninstall, it will uninstall all of them one by one. Very convenient when you want to do some housekeeping stuff and you wanna clean up your phone after testing all those new free games or sort. There is a very unique way to get to a private messaging part on the Mi3. Now you have the my messaging layout there, all spammy messages, nothing personal. To do that, you just simply keep on dragging the message until the private message part appears. There you see, you get the private messaging part. But there's no conversation here. You can move any conversation to private. You can also, by the way, go to settings, and then you can have it require a password for obvious reasons, and then you can also add private contacts either by phone numbers and from the contact, and any messages from those contacts will directly come here, and your wife or your girlfriend won't see those messages. Haha. The MIUI version 5 has a lot of utility features for which you do not actually need a third-party apps. For example, switching on the flashlight. Now you do not need a third-party apps. Just long press on the home screen and you will see the flashlight is on. Switch it off, just press this, or long press on the home screen again. So you see I'm long pressing on the home screen, it's gonna switch off. Just note that your screen should not be off. So you cannot long press here, you have to just switch it on and then long press, the light will be on. If you switch this off, you cannot do it. You'll have to switch this on, come to the lock screen and then switch this off. So that's the flashlight. So there's some quick view or quick launch feature that I found on a handful of default apps here, mainly the music and the note. For example, you can simply tap onto icon to go to those particular apps like the usual way. But for example, let's say in case of music, you can tap it to go to the main UI, but you can also simply just slide it to bring up a quick small let's say small window to quickly play the songs and all that you've been listening, or it's on the cards now. Similarly, you can simply just swap it and you can go and quickly take a note here, go back and stuff. A quick nifty thing. And so that's not exactly a hidden feature, but it's something that you'll learn over a long period of usage. Also, you'll learn that that's with this only. Don't consider it a separate separate trick. we usually bring it down from the top in almost all phones, but I just like the feature where you can simply do this anywhere. You can simply swipe down anywhere, not on the music, apart from music, anywhere, and you will actually bring down a notification bar. That's kind of, that's not a hidden tip of course, but just as a bonus. So guys, those are some of the hidden features of the Xiaomi Mi 3. Now as I told you before, a lot of those features you might be knowing, but then most of the features are actually I mean, you would come to know about those only after an extensive usage of the phone. So it's a good thing that someone quickly tells you upfront how you can optimize the phone, and I'm doing the good thing, of course. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please ask anything related to the tips and tricks that we shared, and would be happy to answer more on that, give you more information. And please, I'm not asking you money, but please subscribe to our channel for more such awesome content in future. When our subscriber base grows, when we see your love, when you share these videos, when you comment, when you like, it gives us all the more motivations to go ahead and try something new with the phones, with all the device that we get for reviewing. Thank you.